Hey everyone, Brandon here with Rail City Fingerboards. I had some questions about tuning and how it goes on your fingerboard. I know like majority of you guys will know this, but some people are just getting into fingerboarding or haven't had to change from their regular tech deck style tuning. Let me see if I can find a board with that on it here. So before we go here, so this is an example of tech deck tuning. It's the exact same stuff that comes on tech deck, so that's why we call it tech deck tuning. It's gonna get to there we go. So it's a hard plastic like bushing. There's one on the top here and one on the bottom, and then you have your nut that screws onto the kingpin, holds them down. Some people like this kind of tuning. Others don't. Myself personally, I can't stand it, but so that's what tech deck tuning looks like. Now, if you look here on this piece of paper that I got set out here, I did this on white paper so you can see everything. If you look, what tuning consists of would be your large bushing. So they can come in all different I don't know, can you say consistencies? Some are soft, some are harder, some are in between. So there is different bushings out there, so that's something you got to keep in mind. So you'll have a large washer and a large bushing. You have a small washer and a small bushing, and then you have your screw that goes over your kingpin. So this is what a set of trucks looks like taken apart. You're left with your base plate and your kingpin. Okay, and then obviously you'd have your hanger right here. So what you're going to do to start with, and we're not going to get into, there is pivot cut material that you can put on, which I'll show you quickly. I'm not going to get into that because that's not what people were asking for, but I will show you. You'd put it on to the hanger right here, you push it on, and then you cut it like with a little bit of slack on it, and then that would fit inside this hole right here. So we can do another video on that if anybody's interested, but that's not what I was asked for. So basically it's fairly simple. What you do is you take your large washer, which I have here, and you slip it onto your kingpin. Okay, so there's the washer. Let me see if I can get that to, there you go. So there's your washer over the kingpin. So the large washer goes first. Take your large bushing. That goes on second, again over the kingpin. So there you go. And then next you'll take your hanger and you'll place it on the deck. Like so. Okay, so now underneath the hanger you have the washer first, and then your bushing, then your hanger, and then next you'll take your bushing, your small bushing, and you'll set that over the. Now it does sometimes start to get tight, like a tight fit, like you're running out of kingpin. I just like to take my tool and just put it over top and just give a little push down. Sometimes it'll give you a little bit more kingpin to work with. Okay, so next you'll take your small washer and place that over top of your small bushing. And again, I like to take my tool because like literally if you look at that, you're not left with a lot of kingpin to play with. Some bushings are different, but these are a little on the thick side, and I just give a push down. Gives you a tiny bit more room to play with. And then last is the little nut that came with your originally tuned or untuned trucks. Now this sometimes can be a little tricky. You just got to set it on there, get your tool over top, push down and spin. Now right here is where you want to play around with it. You want to, like check how loose or tight you want your trucks. Once you get it down there, just give her tighten it up, and you're good to go. So that is how you put bushings on a fingerboard. If you have any more questions, just let me know. Hopefully that's a pretty good tutorial on how to do that, and there shouldn't really be any more questions. But if there are, just hit me up as usual, guys, and happy fingerboard. Make sure you guys check out the website, www.railcity.com. We're getting low on stock, so if anybody was interested in placing an order, now would be the time. We are getting low in stock, and I'm about to reorder some more materials and stuff like that. So make sure you guys check out the website, check out our Facebook page, and we are on YouTube as well, or not YouTube. Well, we are on YouTube, but we are on Twitter as well. It's at railcityfb.com.